It's true. You can literally create any life you want. If you want to have the relationship of your dreams, you can have it. If you want to have the $1 million bank accounts, you can have it. If you want to have the lifestyle where you can travel around the world and literally live a life of total freedom, you can have it. The only problem is most people have no idea how to actually have it or how the process of manifestation actually works. And they think it all comes down to sitting on a beach and meditating their way there. They listen to all the gurus that are online that are spreading information that doesn't even work for them, that are just trying to sell a course, or they watch the movie The Secret and they just sit there and visualize it and think that everything's going to fall in their lap. I'm here to tell you that over the past 9 years, I've become obsessed with the process of literally how do we create the life that we actually want. And it all began from actually watching The Secret. But before I get into that, let me tell you this. I'm 30 years old now. I've got my dream relationship, my dream life. I've got multiple businesses, made millions of dollars in my 20s, have traveled nearly 60 countries, and I've been completely financially free since 23 years old. And it's because of these 4 things that I'm going to go through in this episode with you today. Anything else you know about the law of attraction, manifestation, throw out the window, follow these steps. It's going to work for you, guaranteed. But make sure you stick around to the end because there's this one thing that they left out in The Secret that I still see so many people do to this day that is killing every single dream that they want to have happen. If you can get rid of this thing that I'm going to share with you, it's going to change your freaking life. So let's get into it. The first thing is you've got to be able to actually see what it is you want. So this is the first part of it because we literally need to put out into existence what it is we actually want to create. We need to see it. We need to feel it. We need to think that way. We need to actually start to act in the certain way of the person that has the results that we want. So let me give you an example. When I was 21, 22, and I started learning about all these things, the only thing that I could visualize and see was me living on the beach of Mexico. That's all I wanted. I would just see sunsets every day, tequila, tacos, all the rest of it. That's all I wanted. And I would visualize it all the time. I then later found out why this works so well. There was actually a study done with a group of basketballers. There was 3 groups of basketballers. The first group, they said, you guys go out into the field and you start shooting free throws all day long. That's all we're gonna do for 8 hours. The next group, you guys go home, take the day off. The third group, you guys sit on the bench, blindfolded, and visualize shooting perfect free throws all day long. What they realized was the first group, they improved their free throw shot by about 83%. The second group didn't improve at all because they went home, did nothing. But the third group that only visualized improved their results about 65%, nearly the same amount as the people that actually did the practicing. And what's been proven, the power of visualization and actually mentally rehearsing the life, the results that we want, has been scientifically proven to work so freaking well. So our bodies and our nervous system becomes very familiar with what that life or what that result already feels like. Because where a lot of people go wrong in this thing, yes, there is a law of attraction, but that's the secondary law. The first law is the law of vibration. See, if you can match the same vibration of the result that you want. By the law of vibration, if you're on the same frequency, you will have it. Our frequency is what we frequently see. So if you're not happy with the results you're getting, it's because you're on the same frequency as that. So when we start to actually visualize the results we want, we immediately start to actually shift our vibration and we start to feel what it's going to feel like to have those results. So what I want you to do is to write out, draw a picture if you want, see the results that you want, visualize the year from now, 5 years from now, the big results you want, visualize the car that you're driving, see the bank account, see the relationship, whatever it is, I want you to see it as if it's already happened in your mind and feel the feelings of it already being in existence. The second one is we've got to actually match that visualization with a belief. There's a guy by the name of Roger Bannister. He ran the first 4-minute mile. Now, before he did it, no one believed it was even possible. Scientists would say it's physically impossible. Your heart will burst out of your chest. If you do that, it can't be done. So nobody did it until he came along. And he had this absolute belief in himself that it was possible. And he kept doing it. And he legitimately visualized crossing the line in under 4 minutes. Eventually, he did it. But 6 weeks later, another person then did it. And then another did it. And another. Now there's been thousands of people that have already done it. Why? Because the belief of its attainability actually became possible for other people. So you've got to see the thing you want. You've got to hold this absolute belief that it's already done. You've got a belief that you've put it out into your timeline. It's out there in existence. And if it's possible for somebody else, it's also possible for you. You just haven't arrived yet. And you've got to have this almost balance of delusion that it's already done. When people say like, oh, how's that dream come along? How's that business come along? You say it's done. It's already done. It's in existence. They're not going to believe you. But what's important is you hold the belief that it's already done and it's possible. Everything is happening perfectly, exactly how it's meant to happen for you. Now you might be thinking, but how do we actually build this belief system? Because here's the thing. The unconscious mind, what you continually suppress it with, it'll eventually believe is real because it doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's fake. So when you start to visualize the life you want, eventually it's going to actually start to feel very believable, like it's already done. Same as though you've probably told a lie, maybe one, two, few many times. And eventually the story actually just seems so freaking real. Your body, your mind doesn't even know the difference if it's real or not because you've just said it so many times. So what starts to happen is when you practice the process of visualization every single day, eventually it's going to actually suppress into the unconscious mind and it's going to have a full body congruent belief that it's already done and it's possible. The third step is we've actually got to decide on it. Now here's the thing, nothing is going to happen for you until you have 100% made the decision that it is happening. Now I see a lot of people, this is where they get screwed up. They get so screwed up because they visualize it, they have this belief, and then they just hope. They're like, well, I hope it's going to happen. Or they just take a little bit of action towards the thing because they would only take a little bit of action if they hadn't have already made a massive decision. If you get into your car and you put into the GPS where you want to go, then you have this belief that you're going to actually get there, but you only half commit to it. You're like, well, let's just try. Then the chances of you actually arriving at the destination are pretty slim because any problem along the way, you'd probably see as an excuse to take you out of the game. You get a flat tire, you'd be like, I can't do this, I need to turn around. Or you forget something and you turn back around. You'll use so many excuses to talk yourself out of it and actually give up. And what this does, it wrecks the law of vibration because then you'll lower back down to a normal vibration to where you've been right now. So you've got to make the full-blown decision that it's done and you are fully committed to it, no matter what comes across your path. Because what's going to happen is the universe, God, high source, high self, whatever you want to call it, is actually going to come along and dangle things in front of you to test you to see how bad you actually want it. It's going to distract you. It's going to throw things in front of you to be like, are you sure you want that? You should come this way. And it's going to test you to see how badly you want it. And if you're fully committed and you've fully made the decision and you're all the way in, it's going to be a little speed bump and you'll easily keep going. And the last one is this. You've got to take action. One of the guys who's in The Secret, John Azaraf, he has a saying that the law of attraction is good, but the law of Goya is much better. And what that stands for is get off your ass. See, so many people think, I can manifest, I can meditate and visualize and get my crystals and shit out. This ain't gonna do it. You've got to have all these things in order. You got to see what you want, have the absolute belief that's attainable, make the decision that you're fully committed, and then get off your ass and actually move towards it. You've got to take massive freaking action. Sometimes people think manifesting should be easy and it just all happens for you. No, what it does, it actually lights a fire up your ass. So then you get into freaking action and you do the thing. So from this moment, make the decision and actually take massive action. Say yes to everything, things that come along your path, the opportunities. Say yes to new friends, say yes to dates, say yes to fun, say yes to travel. Whatever is in alignment with your vision, say yes to because you don't know what door it's going to open for you. And you must take action in spite of fear. Here's the thing I learned from Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor said to me that when you start to move the law of vibration, when you're vibrating right now on this level and you start to act towards the life you actually want, it's going to feel so scary because you're changing your whole frequency. You're moving up to a whole new vibration. Now, this is the thing I said to wait for. This one thing kills 99% of all dreams from coming true. And it is a word called justification. When people are moving towards the space that feels scary and they're like, this is scary, this is frightening because it's big, I've never done this before, they'll slip into a phase called justifying, where they'll say things like, I just can't do it right now. I just don't have the time right now. But a kid, but my partner, or I don't have the energy. Insert any other excuse. And what they actually start to do is they'll justify as to why it's not the right time, why they don't have the money, why they don't have the right resources, and why they can't actually do it. And what happens is when they justify, they push themselves up to a new vibration where they need to be. As soon as they justify, it brings them right back down to exactly where they are right now, therefore going to continually get the exact same results that they've been getting. So if you're going to stop doing one thing in your life, it is justifying. Because as soon as we do that, we literally annihilate all chances of a quantum shift, a quantum leap into the results that we actually want. I see this happen all the time. People put all their crystals and stuff out and they start to manifest, they start to create their dream life, and then they start to buy into all their excuses as to why they can't do the thing, and they never get absolutely anywhere. So take these 4 steps, see what you want, have the absolute belief that it's possible, make the 100% decision and commit to it, and then take massive action in attainment to your dreams, to your goals. I guarantee you it's going to happen. If I look back at the last 9 years of my life, the things that I've manifested, the things that I'm living right now is absolutely insane. And it is completely different on 1,000 different levels to where I was 9, 10, 11, 12 years ago. But it all starts with actually seeing what it is you really want. So I'd love to know what you guys actually want to create. Go ahead and comment below. What is the dream? What is it you're manifesting in the next 12 months? Or send me a message on Instagram at Morgan T. Nelson. And if you're looking for a dope ass planner that you can use to hold yourself accountable through this process, hit the link in the description below as well. Get yourself a copy to my free Life by Design planner. It's sick. I use it every single day. It's totally free. And if you're brand new to this channel, I want to welcome you to Dream Nation. And until I see you on the next episode, guys, go out there and dream out loud.